try some. I mean, is the car moving? What the fuck is this? Man, the day was going. It went good. 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 How was your day? I need to stop that. Man, what the fuck is wrong with this person, man? You can't drive out? What the fuck is this? What are you waiting for? God damn! What the fuck is wrong with these people? What up? Did the team pull up at the new 8 a.m. start? No, they didn't. I was the only one there. And then come the man, listen, man. My supervisor, cool lady, but she's like a micromanager, right? She micromanages. But then not just micromanages. How can I put it? She's a micromanager, and I would say not that intelligent. But the reason and all that was to say this. So she says, "Oh, you know, I'm always here at 7 a.m. in the morning." So of course, when I'm leaving the day before, I don't get the key because I'm thinking you will be here at 7 a.m. I show up at 8. Bitch is not here. 8, 9 shows up. She shows up. She's like, "Oh, XYZ made me stay later." One of the co-employees. She's like, "Oh, this person, you know, cracking jokes. Oh, she made me stay later. She was some chicky chatter." I'm just looking at her like, so business opens at 8, but you were chicky chatting with your homegirl. So me, who was business minded, I was stuck here for an hour waiting for you guys to finish cheeky chatting. And it's funny, you're telling me the story like I should be laughing too, like, you guys, oh yeah, you guys were just caught up. I just look and I'm just like, gotcha. Fuck my hour, right? Fuck me waking up early, fuck all that shit. It's just like, but just remember, if you had better options, you will not be standing over there listening to this bitch. So that's just what I just keep that in mind. Like, bro, if you had better options, you wouldn't be listening to this shit. This shit is happening to just let you know that, yeah, motherfucker, you are doing bad. Okay? This shit is just here to remind you that, yeah, nigga, you're not, yeah. Yeah, you've been reverted to a child again, pretty much. Corporal Beezy. Let me go this way, man. Let me go and get this little. It's always more time. Pretty Eyes! What's up, Pretty Eyes? Pretty Eyes in the conversation. What's up, Pretty Eyes? What's up, Kelly D17? Oh, that's Milo. Milo. Oh, you know what? Milo. I don't know why I related that name to Good Vibes. Must be mistaken. I just got home from work. I'm still in motherfucking traffic. I'm still in traffic, man. I'm still in traffic. You know, it's funny, man. Like, people are so different, you don't even understand. Let me give you an example of how different human beings are, right? Or maybe it's just communication. I feel like sometimes it's just, or maybe it's like parameters given to individuals. Sometimes they can't think past those parameters, you know? It's like, you can only go 2 steps. Motherfuckers will live an entire life abiding by only going 2 steps, despite the fact that it's a whole wide world past those 2 steps. But here's the point I'm making. So I start off at one, right? He hit the bonus, not you. He hit the bonus. You get $600. Can you? Am I still visible, or did it disconnect? Am I still available, or did it disconnect? Am I still visible, or did it disconnect? Oh, can you see me now, or can you not see me? Am I visible, or am I not visible? We are good. Okay, so back to the story, right? So I'm in one department. They have all these bells and whistles, right? Let me just list them out. Those guys work. They work regular 8-hour shifts, right? They work 8-hour shifts. They get 1 hour lunch. If anybody in the room gets good numbers, so you know how if anyone in the room gets good numbers and hits the mark, so sometimes they will come in the room and be like, yo, if you guys get 12 clients today, 12 clients, just 12. You get 12, we'll buy everybody lunch. And this lunch, mind you, this is steak and lobster. We ain't talking about no cheapy lunch. Nah, they give you a steakhouse menu and they tell you order what you want, right? Mind you, they just made like $1 million. You got 12, so they made way over $1 million. Yeah, they'll give you a menu and tell you order what you want. Motherfuckers, man, we'll be in the office. The motherfucker, one of the reps would be like, I'm getting steak and lobster, and I want the this and that, you know, all the bells and whistles. You order it, boom, it comes to your table, comes to your desk. You're like, correct. Now, not just that. You guys can still see me? Making sure I'm seen. I don't know if you think it's disconnected or whatnot. Okay, good. So, perks. Give you a lot of perks. In addition to those perks, you're also getting, you know, you work your regular 8 hours, you get an hour lunch, you get a lot of perks. And I don't just mean basic, I mean financial perks. But in addition to that, you are also gonna get, every month, you get 1 day off paid. Hello, Faith. Every month you get 1 paid day off, right? They'll pay you full 8 hours to stay home. Once a month. And then of course, if you have a client, it's your client, right? Your client. My nigga. Now I'm in another department. Same story, but different department. They want you to, in this department here, same story, they do this very same thing, blah, 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 nothing different. But now, these people, it's these people who want it, right? So the ones in this department are like this, it's like you landed on the stingy crowd, right? The people who are running the department are the stingy, it's like you've run into Mr. Stingy. So here it is, they want you to work 9-hour days and get just a 30-minute lunch. They also give you if anything, listen, if the floor hits a number, the supervisor benefits. Thank you. On to the next. You're just like, work longer, less time to myself. I mean, it's like everything is just more hours, less. Whatever is good for you is very little. Whatever you don't like is a lot, right? So more hours. You work a whole extra hour. Meanwhile, the other people leave a whole extra hour before. But they didn't just leave an extra hour before. They also made more money than you in the 8 hours they were there while you were there for 9 trying to figure it out. They did 8 and they made more money, right? You know how I'm over here driving to work saying, man, I just want to get 1 or 2 clients? Them motherfuckers guaranteedly get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 clients. It's like a guarantee, right? Not only that, they also have a department that screens their calls. So by the time the call comes, they got a department that screens the calls. By the time, can you still hear me? You know, I don't want to be telling a story that no one can hear. Let me know if you guys can still hear me. No, you always get paid even if you don't get clients. But the point I'm making is that some people are paid listen, one of the reps I was with, department, one day we finished work, he leaned back, $1 an hour. Upstairs, not one person brags like that. Upstairs, they're all like, when I say upstairs, in the department I'm in right now, they're all like, they don't know when they will be paid. You know, because you know you got a commission payment. Upstairs gets the commission. What am I saying? The previous department I was in, they get the commission every week. Every week. So whatever you sell this week, you get it next week. Downstairs, they're like, oh, I keep saying downstairs. My department, the supervisor is like, she has this thing. It's like she feels like she's God, you know. So you'll come up and be like, so are we getting the commission? She'll be like, oh, if I have time. She'll be like, oh, I'll see, you know, if I have time. I'm kind of busy. And you're sitting there like, this is my money. You're talking about how you're busy because you're the one to distribute it. Well, how about you don't distribute it? Why don't you give the role to somebody else to disperse it since you're so busy? No, I'm going to do it. Next thing you know, 2 months have gone by and you still haven't gotten it. And yet I'm just sitting there looking like, this is crazy. Like, this bitch is crazy. You know, you're so nonchalant about other people's earnings when they work so hard for it. You're not, it's like you want more out of them. You give them so much less and you do it proudly too. And anything that makes a person seem like they're having a good time, you try to like nullify it. I can go on and on and on and on. Because she, like today, for example, they switched my office. So I go back to my previous office and I'm trying to get my passwords off the computer so I can put it into the new office, into the new computer that I was given. She goes, oh, Ebenezer, come on, you got to be in your office. You know, we got clients to reach. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to get into the computer. I'm trying to extract my passwords from here so I can get into that new computer. She's like, nah. Just go there and I'll have one of the reps do it for you. I'm thinking to myself, let me get this right. That's so stupid. I'm already at the computer. I can't get into the other computer. I'm already here, pen and paper, ready to go. You're gonna make me stop the process that already started to have somebody brand new come and figure it out. Mind you, you're acting like we're in a hurry. We're in a hurry, but you're gonna get someone who does not know my system that I'm working on to come here and figure it out. All because you're on some micromanaging shit and you just want to you just want to be able to say you got to be at your office, you got to be in your office. I'm like, so finally, you know, of course I didn't respond. I didn't argue, right? She said that. She's like, oh yeah, you got to be at your office, you know, just don't worry about it. I'm gonna have somebody come and figure it out. I'm like, okay, so I go and I sit down. Bro pointed his phone at the TV stream to stream. Get out of the motherfucking stream. Get out of here. Now, back to the conversation we're having. So, I'm like, all right, fine. I go back and sit down. Of course, now I can't do anything because I can't get into the computer. I don't have passwords. You said you will have somebody come. So, the girl who she says she's going to have come and help me out. The girl shows up. She goes, what do you need me to do? I'm like, I need you to log me into all my systems. She goes, I don't know how to do that. I'm like, that's not my problem. That's what your boss said to do. She said, so she's like, how am I supposed to know your passwords? I'm like, that's between you and the boss at this point. But you can see my pen and paper because I had a pen and paper on the desk. I'm like, this pen and paper shows you I walked to that office to extract my information. Your boss said I should stick to my office and he will have you come and do it. And he's just like, can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? It's back if it comes back. Did it come back? We back? Are we back? Yeah, no, I figured. Are back? We are back. Beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, yeah, the micromanaging is just, it's amazing. I'm just like, how stupid do you have to be to want to micromanage? You know, it's like in 2026, anyway, let me put it this way. Intelligent people that I know The last thing they want to do, I mean, the last thing they want to do is come and micromanage you. They don't even want to supervise you. They figure that they tell you what to do, they should be able to expect you to go do it. Especially at this point in life when you're all fucking adults. I shouldn't have to come and manage you. You're a fucking adult. You know? At this point in life, you're a fucking adult. I shouldn't have to manage you. But then you have some adults that still want to micromanage other adults. I'm just looking at him like, I swear to God, when a motherfucker give people power, you give them authority, they start thinking like they're, I don't know, it's like they feel like they're everybody's parent. Like you're micromanaging adults. Like, what kind of shit is that? That's like the perfect way to have a dispute. Perfect way to find yourself argue with somebody over something stupid. Well, when you say, and that's the thing you got to keep in mind, when I tell this story, I'm speaking to you guys the way I felt on the inside. With her, I just smiled. Whatever the fuck she says, I just smile. I'm just like, no worries. No worries. That's exactly how the conversation goes. Oh, okay. No worries. That's exactly how it goes. I don't say anything. Sometimes I might slow down and be like, you do know... And then she'll give me some stupid rebuttal. Like earlier, she was like, oh, how come you took you left for lunch so late? I'm like, because you were explaining something to me. She goes, oh, you should have told me. No phones connected. She's like, you should have, man, shut up. She's like, oh, you could have told me that it was your lunchtime. I'm like, yeah, but you were given an opportunity. And so I wanted that opportunity. So when you said who wants the A, B, and C, I said, I do. Mind you, I was supposed to be leaving for lunch, but the fact that you were offering an opportunity, I didn't say all this. I just said you were offering an opportunity. I stayed back to hear it. She's like, oh, I'm like, well, if I had told you I had to leave and you gave me the opportunity when I left, before I left, who was going to explain the details of it? Because the person who was manning that station was leaving when I was leaving. You know what she tells me? Keep in mind, what she said does not really exist. She goes, oh, somebody else could have explained it to you. I'm listening to myself, I'm thinking, somebody else could have explained. Have you thought about what you're saying? I didn't say this to her, I just thought, this girl is stupid. Somebody else. Have you thought about what you're saying? Because there's only one person who mans that station, and that one person is leaving. That somebody else could have explained it to you are usually people like the girl she says is going to come and help you, and the girl comes to my that girl she's referring to started like 4 days ago. So you're coming up, you're telling me other people can help you with this thing. Like the people you're going to send to help me wouldn't come to the screen and be like, we've never done this. The guy who just walked away does this every fucking day. You thought I should have just left, and then he leaves, and then when I come back, now I'm running around like a chicken with his head cut off because there's nobody to show me how to even access the files. But you're saying, oh, anybody could have shown it to you. Like, you're not thinking. There's no one else who was going to help me with that. You're just thinking as far as your little micromanaged moment. So as long as you get to say what to do, you're not thinking of what happens after you do what the fuck it is you're saying to do. You know, it's kind of like when she was telling me, oh, 8 a.m. Yeah, I made sure I was here at 8. You didn't even, listen, one time I told this chick, I'm like, yo, I can't make it tomorrow. I got a doctor's appointment. Chick says, no worries, see you later. Man, I'm on my doctor's appointment when she starts blowing on my phone saying, why are you not here? I'm like, I told you I had a doctor's appointment. You know what she hits me with? You didn't tell me. She's like, you didn't tell me. Like, what? Like, how are we supposed to have this conversation at this point? Am I supposed to be reminding you what you should already know? Boy, I tell you. Hold that thought, folks. Now, like I said, everything I said is how I feel on the inside when I'm chilling with her, talking to her. Because she's cool, right? She's cool. So she's cool in the sense we get along. She's not cool in the sense I don't think she uses her fucking head. So it's like if I be myself around her, it's like I have to conform with this what's the word? Short-sighted perspectives, you know? Very short-sighted perspective. I mean, supremely short-sighted perspective. You're just like, how does that fucking... Man, this bitch had a situation where... Can you guys see me? Can you 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 see me? What was I even saying? Oh, fuck. I had something in mind. Oh my God. Oh yeah. This chick made a situation where she goes, I get a client. The client has an appointment. They're meeting up with one of our representatives. Supposedly. The chick just doesn't send the client. She doesn't let the representative know there's a meeting waiting for him. He doesn't go. Client gets stood up. No worries. Anyway, let me rephrase what I was going to say. You will spend 8 hours going through however many clients looking for one that's feasible. You find that one that's feasible. You know what she wants you to do? She wants you to put it in the system like just any other client, right? Mind you, people are going to that system looking for clients to connect with. Now, I've spent 8 hours going through a different area, a different list, looking for clients to connect with. I just spent 8, this is an example. I just spent 8 hours going through a list, looking for clients to connect with. I found it. You want me to put it in a system where people are going to look for clients basically. So now, keep in mind, okay, let me rephrase it. Let's say the client doesn't want to meet today. He wants to meet in a week. You want me to put it in a system where people are going to be, in a system, people are going to be looking through to see who is available, right, for an appointment. If I put it in there, mind you, I just spent 8 hours finding one person. Now you want me to put it in the pool where people would come and extract that one client like he's a brand new client. But the thing about that one person is everything is already mapped out. We're meeting him on Friday at 2. Now, another rep can come into the system and just see that appointment set Friday at 2 and call the guy and be like, yo, we can meet you Friday at 1. And if the guy says, oh, sure, fine, no worries. Boom! It becomes that person's client already. It becomes their client. And you're sitting there thinking to yourself, I don't know if you're thinking. This is what I'll be saying to her. I'll be thinking as I'm looking at her. So you just had this one person sit down for 8 hours to find one person. And then when you found the one person, you let this other one just be able to walk up and take that one person. I've been when it's sales, once you isolate a client, that's your client it's pretty much your client. And even if the client comes later when you're not available, they would still make sure they give you part of that commission because it was you isolated the client. Like you found him and isolated him and made him willing to meet. Now she's on the mind frame where, yeah, you found him, isolated him, got him ready to meet, but another person can just come and take it and put their name on it. And she's like, oh, yeah, it's fair game. And I'm looking at her like, But you're the same person who would come up to me and be like, oh, Ebenezer, damn, you don't have any clients, man. Come on, man, let's get some clients. Like, I had a client. You gave it to this other person. Like, what the fuck are you doing? But, it doesn't matter what she does. At the end of the day, it's not my ship. I'm just a passenger on the ship. Or the other side of the river, I need to just remember to shut the fuck up. Let the captain do whatever the fuck the captain wants to do, as long as you're on the ship going to the other side of the river. And once you get to the other side of the river, you're free to hop off, you're free to jump off, run off, and never look back. But one thing to not do as you're on this boat heading to the other side of the river is get caught up in the moment, so much so that you get put out the ship. They tell you to catch a freaking life jacket and a fucking speedboat and sail your asses God knows where. So it's her ship. She gets to roll it the way she wants to. It just gets very frustrating sometimes when you sit back and look at it like. Anyway. This is an office job or a coke deal. You stupid. Let's do this. Free me. Oh my goodness. Free me. And then you know another thing about these people who work this little bullshit ass jobs, man. These niggas are funny. They'll appoint this little cornball floor manager, right? He's sitting there. Bitch nigga probably make a little lousy. I don't know how much he makes. Probably makes a little something, whatever the fuck he makes a year. Who knows? But some bullshit amount. Usually this is the point where my reception falters. Am I still visible? I need to make sure my reception is still good. Am I still visible? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Amen. One second. All right. Oh, shit. Do I stream IRL anymore? Not really. I don't have time. Like I just left work. I mean, I still stream like this. I just don't have time to just go and hang out, you know? I got 6 hours between now and the time I fall asleep. So I don't have time to just drive somewhere and just and you know, I could have done GTA streams, of course. I just kind of, you know, I got tired of the whole point the camera to the screen thing. I wanted something cleaner. So but nonetheless, a lot of streamers don't even do any IRL. They don't even leave their houses. Most of the chicks that a lot of you guys go and donate hundreds of thousands of dollars to, that bitch is just sitting on the screen. Of course, she lets you see some cleavage. Niggas be over there like, for tits they don't even see. Boy, I tell you. You know? Read my message above. Nah, nigga, say the message. And the last time I saw your message, oh, you said quit the job. Anybody? Have you lost your monkey mind? Quit the job. Listen, if they gave me back my straw, I don't know. Let me not talk about the future. I just know for today. For today, hell no. I am not quitting the job. These guys are showing me more love than Kick did. Kick showed me no love. These people, they might not pay as much as Kick did, but they showed me way more love than Kick did. As annoying as they can be. Kick didn't give two fucks what I had to say about nothing. It's whatever the next person had to say. Fuck Kick, man. Granted, I'll take my account back, but niggas show no love. Oh, my KPI, it was below minimum wage for a period, and then it went back up. For a period, then it went up, and then I got banned again. It went up and went back down. Ice always tried to make EBZ money. You're a dick rider. Shut your motherfucking ass up. Ice always tried to make you money. But EBZ was too... Fuck out of here. He was too... Man, that's crazy. EBZ was too serious and prideful. Couldn't do what the stream wanted. That doesn't matter. That does not matter. The fact that you have some kind of dignity and some kind of self-respect and some kind of boundaries, it's not a reason, if I want to help you, that you will not get the help. If anything, the more you have your own dignity, your own boundaries, and your own self-respect, is more the reason why I want to help you. Now, especially when you're not over here rubbing it in my face and trying to act like you're better than me because you have your little stipulations. You know? You're talking. How can you even bring up that dude is? The dude is selfish. What do you mean tried? The dude is selfish. Dude is selfish. Selfish. But he's selfish for no reason. It's like there's no reason to be selfish in a certain situation that he would be. But it's no big deal. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, hey, do for self. If he doesn't do for you, you can't be mad at him. Just know what it is. Read my message above. It says, you said you can move to Austin and stream with Ice full time and become a millionaire in a couple of years. I don't mind working with people as long as we have mutual respect, you know? If where I work now and I heard my boss somewhere talking the kind of shit Paul has talked about me, I don't think I would have stayed. I don't think I would have stayed. I'd have been like, what? That's pathetic. So you know when you go to get an X-ray, right? They heat up. There's like a little filament which heats up, and it heats up some tube. It heats up something, and then it forms some kind of cloud, which then gets shot. You know, kind of like blowing smoke. They blow it onto the patient, and that goes through the patient. You can't see it, of course, but it goes through the patient and applies on the screen and becomes the X-ray, right? You know what I was asking myself? I wonder, when a human, eventually, I feel like one day we will figure this out. Human beings will figure this out. When a human being dies, I feel like your spirit is like that cloud of smoke, kind of like me heating up a pot and a cloud of smoke rises. In X-rays, they're able to containerize that cloud and actually use it, right? The rest of the world, there's so many situations. So I imagine that if a person dies, your spirit, I would not be surprised, becomes like a cloud around the body, at least in that atmosphere, which with the right tools, we would have been able to harness that soul with the right tools. We just don't have it yet. Side conversation. Invisible radiation beams. Facts. You demand respect, but Ice gives respect to those that are at his level financially, which you aren't, bro. He respects people like Nick, Lee, Eddie. It's not about you demand respect. It's not about that. Did you ever see me hanging around Paul saying, oh, you got to respect me? You never saw me say no shit like that. You got to respect me. I wasn't like that. I'm just not going to put myself in stupid things. I'm just not putting this vessel that God has given me into things I cannot justify. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. If you ask me to slap somebody, I'm not going to go slap somebody because you're a billionaire. I cannot justify it. Now, if there's a reason that makes sense to me, then yeah, maybe I'll do it. But you can't just come out of the woodwork and be like, I'm a billionaire, but either slap this person. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll slap him because the billionaire said to do it. That's not how it works. At the end of the day, if all goes wrong and they ask me, why did you slap the person? The last thing that comes out of this vessel is me saying, John told me to slap him. Because then that makes you an idiot if you have no idea why John said to slap him. So it's not about me demanding respect. It's just me identifying things that are compromising. Simple. You could be a millionaire and lose your soul. It happens all the time. The last thing you want is to be rich and not like yourself. Trust me. Trust me. I know that all. I'm not saying I know it all too well, but that happens too. It's the worst thing to happen. If you're rich and you don't like yourself, you might commit suicide. Me, I'm broke. But I love myself. Last thing I'll do is kill it. It's the last thing I'll do. You know, it's kind of like people who have a lot of money but spend their time trying to ruin another person's life. You know, they've given up on themselves. They have money, yeah, but they don't like themselves. They don't like what they're gonna do. They don't like what they do. They don't like who they become. They don't like anything about themselves. So they use that energy to ruin other people. What else is new? You know, think about it. You know what I'm saying? You should make a video begging Paul for a kick deal on your... That's crazy, Sutherland. That's crazy. Rich, what do you say? Rich and lose your soul is what the poor say. No. I'm not talking about that rich and lose your soul, because you're very correct about that rich and lose your soul is what the poor say to themselves to make themselves feel better. No, you're very correct. I say that too many times. You see a broke motherfucker see rich people and be like, oh, well, he had to sell his soul.
Anonymous sent $3 EBZ. Don't pay these ICE fans know when you needed his help the most on Kick. He laughed and clowned you for ICE always wants black folk for content. Nothing you in a happy place now making bread, bro. Let's keep it that.
Yeah. Niggas brought golfs and rabbits, went up north with habits, and then turned from boss to average. Can't afford, then you ain't got what it costs to have it. When a loved one or family member's loss is tragic. Digging in my pocket, trying to find a knot. Moved a little minor rock, cause they was only scrapping on a minor block. Playing in the building, to transforming pain into millions. All dimes of chocolate, what a feeling. High top Harlems with the straps still on them. No baggies, capsules, wrestling and slap skills. Everybody busted. Bologna sandwich with the mustard. Shit, either you ate it or you flushed it. Think about it, those were the best days. On the phone with shorty while you ironing your clothes for the next day. Lunch money turned into pack money. Dudes I was cool with is starting to act funny. Honeys wanna hit, so they starting to scrap for me. Imagine what it's gonna be when I get this rap money. Looking up to whoever was known for cooking up. You could be taken in and you could be tooken up. Stand firm like a man, never get shook enough. I swear you can make it, my nigga. Just look at us. What goes around comes around again. No.
Better Anonymous sent $3 EPS PLS. Ignore that last dono. Submit yourself to ICE and ascend, otherwise you will continue this life you live in now.
Sheesh. Sheesh. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. Here's my I have a prophecy. I have a prophecy. My prophecy is that in 30 years, it's going to take a long time for the prophecy to come true, but in 30 years, a lot of streamers you know today, and 30 years is a long time. A lot of streamers that you know today, in about 10, 15 years, they might be homeless. Or they'll just disappear and you'll never see them again. And you know, the reason I say that is because with social media, you just need one good mistake. You need one good mistake and all your social media is deleted. And keep one thing in mind. You're not the star, okay? Like when it comes to Kick, Paul is not the star. Speed is not the star. All the people who are big streamers, they're not the star. The star is Eddie. Right? Like, that's the puppet master. When you own your own, let's say, medical practice, you're the puppet master. When you own a cigarette stand, you're the puppet master. When you work a day job, you're not the puppet master. Anything goes wrong with that day job and you can't transition at the same level, you're in trouble. So now you're streaming. Anything goes wrong with your platform, you're not going to be able to transition evenly. You're in big trouble. Look what happened to me. And people will say, "Oh, quit the job," and I can't put myself. You know, when I lost my channel on Kick, I could have easily just turned on YouTube and gone right back to streaming. Because keep in mind, I streamed on YouTube for years before I went on Kick, right? So all I would have had to do was stream on YouTube and keep promoting the channel, so all the viewers I had on Kick will figure out where I'm at and, you know, transition over. The problem with that was I had just spent a few months on KCIP where I was paid hourly. And so to be on a platform where I was paid hourly, mind you, sometimes the hourly was like 10 bucks, 12 bucks, 20 bucks, 30. Sometimes it was 100, sometimes it was 50, but sometimes it was $1. Y'all know when my KCIP was ruined.
Anonymous $3. I don't know who this Mohan fool is, but tell him to get off my case.
Get off his case.
Has sent that other. You might have some rogue mods for a better watch.
Get off his case, Moha.
They got me in the system. Why's garbage music selling a lot? Why is the music industry state of mind real far from hip hop?
Hey.
I'm go Republican if you black. Why build more jails, less schools? Cause we under attack. Why keep the 4 pound in the air?
Woo! This is the version I like.
Why keep my right fist in the sky? I let them know that we gon' make it, don't plan our demise. Why you gotta teach your kids on your own? Cause when you get in the zone, they bringing you in, you both getting cloned.
Where you going?
Gotta pray to Allah.
No. I am not happier. No. I am not happier. I am not happier.
I gotta look at my kids. I'd rather smile than cry when they sleep. That's why.
Hey. Come on.
Why do they say I changed for a girl? Why you worry about my clothes?
Loved it. Thank you. No, I'm not happier. Where's my man Eth? Ethel Swift. Hell nah. Anyway. He said working is cool. Working is cool, but for real, it's just like, damn. That's what I was gonna say outside. These people who work these regular jobs, they really think they're special. So you give a motherfucker a little supervisor role. So you'll see, you go into the office sometimes, right? Supervisor will be sitting there with maybe one of the reps. They're sitting there, they've closed the door like it's a little special privileged meeting. You come there, you have business to handle, but you need them for it for some reason. You open the door, you're like, yo, I need you. They'll act like, I come in the office, they're doing that. I'm looking at them like, anyway, I need A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Fuck out of here, you little basic ass motherfuckers acting like you're talking some deep shit. Nigga, you talking business. Case closed. You're acting like you're in some meeting talking millions. Nigga, open the door. You're acting like I'm interrupting your lifespan. Talk about. I'm looking at this motherfucker like, why? Because the owner is sitting here and you're having a meeting with him? Like he's not a human being and I have a question. Like you're supposed to tell him, hold on a second, sir. What do you need?
Anonymous sent $3 and I've wiped my nut on more broads than your ass can ever acquire. Can you say the same? Keep sending that money to all Evan's broads and their pimps, you dummy hall.
Thank you very much. Who is pissing you off? Whoever's pissing him off, don't piss him off anymore. That motherfucker's God sent. streamer leeches who are at Ice Poseidon's party. Hey. Hey. Yeah, so they'll be a little, you know, it's like they hired this new supervisor, right? He's not really a supervisor. He just helps us figure out our lists. But, you know, he'd be acting like he's a supervisor. So, but he's cool, but he'd be acting like he's a supervisor. So, one time I came into the office when he was talking to one of the reps. They're in we have a boardroom, right? So they're sitting in a boardroom, real big table, wide windows. You could oversee the city. Then they're sitting over there feeling like big dogs, huh? I come in, the motherfucker's like, he leans back in his chair, he's like, I'm looking at this nigga like, nigga, there's nothing you're talking about in this office that's so important. You're supposed to say, hold on to the conversation you're having. Hold on a second. How can I help you? Boom! That's what you do. You don't tell the person who is knocking the door with one question that, like your one question is so irrelevant. Like, really? This one question could be $300,000. You over here talking about, I'm looking at this nigga like, you a dumbass, man. But, hey, it's not my place. Scuffed, what up, Scuffed Enza? Why are you always beefing with the people who are donating, Moha? Every time someone starts donating, it seems like you find some reason. You should be thanking that person. You should be saying, yo, what up, man? Thank you very much for donating to the stream. People hardly donate over here. We don't get a lot of donators, so it's cool that you do so. You're a moderator on the channel. You can't be beefing with the dude. You should be saying whatever you need to say to make the person donate more, not beefing him like you're chastising him for donating. Come on, dude. That's crazy. Mind you, Moha, mind you, when I say Moha donate, you tell me, oh, I gave a homeless guy a ride last week. That's my contribution to life. Yeah, okay, appreciate it. So now appreciate the dude who's donating over here too. I insult them so they can donate some more insults back to me. But I mean, I hear that. There's a method to your madness. I get it. But you know, do it in an amicable manner. Like, I can prompt you to donate without pissing you off, without trying to, and you know, I could prompt you to donate without making you feel like I'm your adversary. You know, like I'm not against you. I'm just prompting you to keep handling business. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be beefing with the person. That's where intelligence comes into place. Find another way to skin a rat or skin the cat. I say mind you and granted in casual conversations now, and I think it's because of you. That's probably true. Funny thing about it is I don't use that word anymore. I don't really say granted and mind you in my everyday speech. Mind you, this and that, granted, this and that. I don't find myself saying that nowadays. Like I said it when I was live streaming, because a lot of things people would state as though they are laying down the law and coming up with this brand new blueprint. You would look at it and be like, duh. No shit. Like, yeah, no shit. So I found myself just saying, yeah, granted. Yeah, granted. That says a lot. It means that world is full of dumbasses. And I always found myself having to remind them, like, yeah, duh. To the point that even it sounded like it was my trigger statement. Oh, ABZ always says, mind you and granted. Mind you and granted. No, he doesn't. He just says it to a certain group of people. Drinking hot water. You know, The one Toby 60. What up, man? We are so back. We're so back. We back though. We back. We're so back. We're definitely so back. We back. We all the way back. I'm sitting by my AC because it's so hot over there. How was the food at 5? I can't relate. What's at 5? 5 p.m.? Is there a restaurant named 5? I don't know what you're referring to. Your only way out of working until you're 79 is Ice Poseidon. That's where you're wrong.
Anonymous sent $3 IBZ and it's all good. I struck a nerve with that last. If I didn't get fine broads in real life with ease, I'd hate myself. But like I said, EBZ, keep an eye on that. Any dude that's in the way of the money ain't a friend of facts.
Can't be in the way of the money, man. You can't be in the way of the money, man. You said you're fasting till 5. Oh, how was that food at 5? Oh yeah, I haven't eaten yet. It's 6:11. Good point. But no, I haven't eaten yet. I've been good. A lot of times when I'm able to do, not when I'm able to, but the point is, usually when I fast till 5, obviously I don't get home till 6, and I don't have food until I cook. By the time I actually find myself eating, it's like 8, meaning I end up eating once a day, you know? Which is fine, because I noticed that my stomach can only take so much at this point in life. I don't even know. I used to eat so much. Now I can only do so little. I haven't eaten all day. 8 will be too much in the past, you know? Did you? I ate food last night. I ate chicken. I haven't eaten yet. You know? Loving the energy. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thanks for being here. You know, you can only do what you can. So it's appreciated if what I could is what's the word? Makes sense. I've ate like 4 times. You've eaten like 4 times. You ate like 4 times last night. I've eaten 4 times. I ate 4 times. You can't say I've ate 4 times, you know? Eating once a day isn't. Oh yeah, Terrence, I thought you were gonna put that clip in Discord. You didn't put the clip in Discord. You were talking about something. We told you to post it in Discord. You didn't. Anyway. Speaking about what you just said, eating once a day is not providing you enough protein. No, it's not. No, it's not. I gotta compensate with shakes and whatnot. But you know, the thing about it is, I'm not even tripping about things like protein. When the motherfuckers go to jail, they don't have protein shakes. They have nothing. They have nothing but 3 square meals and a bunch of iron to pump, and they come out huge. 3 square meals and nothing but iron to pump, and they come out huge. Realistic growth. So I don't, you know, of course I want more protein and whatnot, but I'll be fine. You know what I mean? Sometimes you make a sacrifice. I'm making the sacrifice. My sacrifice for eating once a day is because I want my life to change. So you know how the person says you might be 79 if you don't go through ice and all that. No, you're wrong about that part. I am definitely not going to be 79 trying to figure it out. I'm figuring it out as we speak. It's just taking me a while. Big Brooklyn, what's good? I stopped counting. How many days week free am I? I've stopped counting. I've stopped counting. In other words, I mean, the last time I think it might be like 21, about 21, 22. The last time I counted, I was at 16, so about 21, 22. come on, Unc. It's definitely more opportunities than Algeria. There's definitely more opportunities than Algeria. So yeah, you're right. When you stop counting, it's in the past. Yep. You say you don't see it? Again, you don't know what the fuck you're even looking at, Moha. You see me standing over here talking to you. You don't know what it takes for me to stand here talking to you. You see what I'm saying? So you just see me standing here talking to you. So when you sit here running your mouth talking about I don't see it, you're in Algeria, nigga. How the fuck are you gonna see? I told you the other day, I said, it's one thing what you see on camera, it's another thing what actually happens in the environment. You know? It's a whole different experience. So no, there's a lot of things that you don't see on camera, but they're very real. Read my message above. Let's go. Most people have to work until they're 70. What makes your situation different? What makes my situation different is the mind I use to operate. You know? And the plans that I hope come together. Of course, most people work to their 70, except for those who plan accordingly to not work when they're 70. You know what I mean? I mean, at the end of the day, listen, there are blueprints all around here. You just got to find one that works and follow it. And then, of course, it opens up at least your expectations and, you know, your options and expectations. So I'm hoping with the blueprint that I'm following, the forecast says if you follow this blueprint well enough, you'll get to A, B, and C. So I'm following that blueprint because it says I'll get to A, B, and C. And hopefully when I get to A, B, and C, I can make a different set of decisions. So I don't expect I'll get to A, B, and C when I'm 70. I'm thinking I'll get to A, B, and C in a couple months. What's up, sir? Hope you're having a good day. Oh, thanks for joining us, man. You know, I'm taking it one step at a time. Cannot complain. I'm grateful, you know. I just feel I'm just grateful, you know. I'm just grateful. I'm really grateful. I have snags and drawbacks and disappointments, but where I'm at right now, when it comes to the climate of my life, I'm very grateful for it. Could be a lot better. I can tell you exactly what could be better, but until then, I'm grateful for what is. You deserve to be at Z sooner than later. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I mean, that's, I would imagine. You know how you can imagine how I felt when my channel was banned. I remember I sat down for about an hour, if not two. I just sat in silence. But in that hour and two, as I was sitting in silence, I was telling myself, worst case scenario, you've already been working on Kick on a contract that was paid hourly. That's what was computing through my head. I was like, okay, this is worst case scenario. Well, guess what? You were working hourly before this worst case scenario happened, right? As you streamed, you were paid hourly for streaming. Well, guess what else pays you hourly? A job, nigga. A job, nigga. So if you're happy with Kick paying you hourly to stream, you can't have a problem working hourly, especially if that's worst case scenario. It's just hourly pay. One of them you're having fun, the other one you're not having fun, but you're still paid hourly. So it is what it is. I just pulled my sleeves back and got to business. Nah. When they banned me, my KCIP was like $27.35 an hour. Yes, sir. It had gone up. It was $1 until they sent out a tweet saying all US streamers got a raise. When they sent that tweet, my KCIP that day was at like $27 an hour. And you already know how I was streaming all day, all night, every day, all day. So I was able to rack up. I was able to make like almost $2,000 a week on KCIP. Almost 3,500. You know what I mean? Depending on how much I pushed it. But every day I would, clock at least 250. If I did 250, that means I was bullshitting. That means I really only streamed for like a couple hours. I wasn't really that serious. But when I woke up with energy, obviously I streamed all day. And at the end of that day, my KCIP would say something like 400, 450, 500. You know what I mean? But that's because obviously on that day, I probably streamed like 16 hours. You know what I'm saying? I streamed all morning, all afternoon, came home, took a nap, woke up, streamed again all night. Shit like that. I was trying. The thing is, once they rose the KCIP, I was trying, just like I feel now. The same feeling going through me now, except without the means. But at that time, the same feeling was going through me, and all of a sudden, I was blessed with the means. So it's like a guy who he's waiting at the banks of a river to cross the bridge, and all of a sudden, they give him a speedboat, or they give him a little canoe. Man, I was rowing that shit fast and hard. I was trying to make it to the other side. I was like, because I had lost so much ground, or so much distance. And my canoe was picking up speed. Boom. I had gone from pedaling like this to just pedaling like this. Because every swipe I did took me, I covered so much ground. And then all of a sudden, the damn thing started sputtering. And I had to dive into the river and swim back where I came from and figure out how to cross the bridge again. Boy, I tell you. But that's fine. Croak life. I just pull my sleeves back. Get back to business. It is what it is. They do have a lot of gamble money. They damn sure do. They damn sure do. I pulled my sleeves back and got to crawling back out yet another gutter. These things happen. Read my message above. Ibiza, in the clip I said he could easily get you your Kick account back. Yeah, you said that last night. We asked you to put the clip. We don't believe it if we don't see it. Especially in live streaming where everything is recorded, is the only way you see it. So I'm just like, I hear it, but I don't see it. And even I hear it though, but I don't see it. Do you have a clip for it? If you do, let us know. And hold on one split. Man, there's a girl, she sings this song, what's the song? I can't remember. It's an Afrobeat song. What's the title of the song? She goes, did you, oh, na 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 na, na 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 na. Na 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 Did you check on me? No, 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 no. You know that song? Oh my God, I can't pull it up. But the story behind that song, it's not really even a story, but that the girl who sings that song, there's like a village in West Africa that my little sister was born in. It's a really small village. It's rural. It's a small village. And I remember when I heard that song playing somewhere, the girl says, she starts the song by saying, from Bamenda. She's like, but she sings it, you know? She's like, from Bamenda. And I'm listening to it. I'm like, Bamenda? I know Bamenda very well. That's where my little sister was born. But that song is so big. It's got so, man, you check the shit. It's got like hundreds of millions of views and all that shit, man. I was so proud of her. I'm like, oh shit, if this girl grew up in that little town in Cameroon and she's over here doing a song like this that's giving me goosebumps, man, that's crazy. At work today, they were playing Afro music the whole way through. I was like, this is crazy. These are songs I heard. This is the kind of music I heard when I was a kid. And now I'm over here all the way in another country. And they're playing those records like it's the new hit song. I'm just listening to it like, that's crazy. All those Afrobeat patterns, we grew up in those kind of patterns. In all the songs in Cameroon are like that. Most of them. Of course, they added a lot more to it. But it's amazing to hear it played now on your favorite radio station. Like, new shit dropping. You know, even Michael Jackson, when Michael Jackson said, Mama say, Mama sa, Mama kosa, that particular song, that's a whole song he took that little excerpt. But that's a full song that we used to hear all the time on the radio. The whole song. Not that Mama say, Mama sa, Mama kosa was like a part of the song. There was, you know, the guy's name was like Dibango. They called him Manu Dibango. That was his full name. But he sang that song, so I can imagine how much Michael Jackson has paid him. Hey! That nigga is filthy rich. Ooh, those royalty checks from that Michael Jackson song is, man, that's crazy. Man, I can't believe I'm not doing music. I just can't believe it. I can't believe I'm sitting over here talking 9 to 5 talk instead of talking music. I cannot believe it. But I believe it. In the spirit of adapt. You don't always have to identify, but I adapt. So I'm proud of myself for that. I don't have a Discord account. Look at his Kick live stream from 3 days ago. He said it on that. Well, his Kick live stream from 3 days ago would have like a lot of, it'd be a full video. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be like a clip of that. But I guess when I get some quiet time, I might lay back and look through it. This is one of those nights where I'm just like, or not nights. Like now, technically right now I want to go to the gym, but I also know that if I go to the gym, I'll do at 6:28. I gotta hit those books before it's 9 o'clock. If I go to the gym, come back, cook, eat, all that, I'll be tired at 9 o'clock. And I need all the energy I have to hit these books that I'm hitting. Boy, I tell you, this life. Whoa, 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 who's this? Oh, okay, okay. Stoddy, why do you say that? Today's cooking stream. I gotta edit the other ones before I put another one out. I gotta edit the other ones. You know what I mean? I gotta like create some content and put it on the channel. Study, man, you here? Check on me. I hear all that, Terrence. I hear that, but you know, even when I do see it, you know one thing about human beings, it's easier for me to give you a compliment to someone else. If I can't give you that compliment to you, or if when you need me, that compliment doesn't make me do anything better for you, then what is the value of the compliment? It's like people give Pac a lot of compliments. Tupac this, Tupac that. If you cared about Pac, you would have kept him alive. You know? Folks, I'm gonna switch up, handle some business. I'll be back though, and we'll pick it up soon, real soon. Didi's guys got to him, or got him, something like that. All right, folks, I'll see you soon. We out.